here we go. Top Shot takes us back. When packs, Caesar? When packs? What's
the
up,
question of the year?
It is. Although honestly, it's more like when marketplace because it's been readily available to grab packs.
When can I buy 2 moments in a row?
Yeah, 2 moments in under 2 hours, right? So I think let's talk about this right off the bat. So I think everybody's aware of the marketplace rules now, where you can only list moments every once in a while. You can only buy moments. Couple in a row. Like, how are we feeling about that? Like, what were our initial responses to that?
You know what it feels like to me? It feels like we were out at recess and maybe playing a game that we shouldn't have been playing, and the teachers came out and were like, whoa. Yeah. What have you guys been doing? You've been buying how many of these things? So now the parents, the teachers have come in and reined us in, and now we can still do it, but we got to do it in a more responsible way. So it kind of takes the air out of the balloon a little bit, but I do think Dapper's doing it for the future, and I trust what they're doing.
Yeah. I don't mind it. I mean, I'm not out here buying 50 moments at a time, so it hasn't really hindered my progress. We're team hold, so I haven't really been selling anything. So it hasn't really affected me, and I sort of did a little research. I don't know if you saw some of the reasons why why they might be making this not available to just keep turning and flipping moments, but they mentioned money laundering is a potential issue, which I think is like a very valid concern to say, hey, we got to put some regulations in place. Mm-hmm. But it hasn't hindered sort of my enjoyment and just fun in the marketplace and looking for moments to purchase.
Yeah, Ozark season 7, Jason Bateman up on Top Shot, just moving money. That's where I was at, right? Like I was more annoyed this weekend that we just couldn't mess around with the marketplace. Even if I wasn't gonna buy anything, I just really like seeing what's happening. I think I get off way more on that than actually purchasing and selling. But it was like I'm short term annoyed, long term it makes a ton of sense. But short term
I caught the morning show. I heard your take, and shout out Morning Marketplace with Mike. I caught it in the morning, and I felt the exact same way. I was really bummed. I was like, it's All-Star Weekend. People want to be searching and buying moments, and it was just shut down. And All-Star Sunday through the night, it felt like a huge bummer for that. Like I wanted to buy something, just something. Yeah. And then knowing that there were so many people in line for packs, ready to spend $199, over 108,000 people ready to spend that money. So there was like roughly 70,000 plus people who were going to do it. Yeah. And then they didn't get to spend that money, who then probably second guessed and said, should I spend it? I don't need to spend it. I'll pull back. It just feels like so much action could have happened. Look, it's probably for the greater good. I get it. Yeah. But it was a bit of a bummer for us who wanted to engage and buy some stuff.
Yeah. I don't want to stop this conversation, but I do want to get this out of the way. Perk, thank you for the compliment. I deserve 0 of the credit. Hold on.
You're on mute.
I'm going to introduce you to the architect because she deserves the credit. So some of you said I looked like I was streaming from a cell block, but my lovely fiance has come forward and made it happen with the Celtics green. That's why you picked green, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Convincing.
She said confidently.
I thought about all of the Boston sports teams for a long time.
Can you name all the Boston sports teams?
Yeah. Boston.
Perfect. Well, huge fan over here.
I'm kidding. I didn't want to go with red. Red didn't fit with our house color palette, okay? And I don't know what color the Bruins.
Oh, yeah, Bruins. They're black and yellow for the most part.
Ew, absolutely not.
All right.
It's the best.
I love it. Well, it looks wonderful.
I just didn't want to take credit because I did 0 work in here.
Yeah, I think he did do 0 work in here.
Yeah.
I can confirm I witnessed.
You know why I did 0 work? Because we were live streaming opening packs.
There we go. Priorities.
Okay,
well done.
All right, bye, friends.
Bye, Aubrey. Bye. Listen, shout out Batang 90s, mixing up the morning marketplace. It's morning marketplace for you, Batang. So thanks.
I'm going to say mahal kita to our friends in the Philippines, a little Tagalog there. So shout out the Philippines. Yeah.
There we go. Look at that.
That means I love you. So
I was hoping it was positive.
yeah, I know the bad words as well. I've been taught those. So, but I will refrain from saying them.
There's a lot of action in the chat, so I just want to get to some of this stuff there because there's some really good points here. Was hoping for bacon wallpaper. I think that's a good point.
We're not done. We're not done.
What else did we get in here? I saw someone. They were. Oh, this question. I'm sorry. It's right here. And now I lost it. Random question. This is from Holly Eubanks. What's up, Holly? What's the minimum and maximum withdrawal amount when eligible to withdraw? As someone that's team hold, I can't give you any information on this because we are holding. Yeah. But I've heard 10,000. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's what I've heard. It's the maximum.
Yeah,
minimum I think was 30.
Makes sense. It's going to be in chunks. I don't think they want someone saying 15 mil. I'm cashing out, baby. Let's go.
Yeah,
a lot of questions, a lot of IRS, a lot of things happening when you're moving those kinds of big dollar amounts.
Right. So now that the marketplace is open, has there been anything? Because I've been poking around mostly at the Rising Stars pack because, as you guys remember, I got a pack.
Yes.
So I've just been kind of monitoring what that's been doing. Have you guys noticed anything with the market today?
Seeing stars just dropping.
Yeah.
Dropping like crazy is what I've noticed. I mean, I looked at my Jaylen Brown and I think it was, I want to say 130 when I last looked. And I know it was over 2 for a while. It was like 215, 230 maybe. It wasn't one of the highest ones ever, but it was like solid middle of the road, right? And it has just fallen big time. And he's a good player. I don't know, maybe when the rest of the season resumes, maybe I don't know what, but he hasn't held like I don't know what your Dame is like if that's dropped either because he went off and had a fun game too.
It's sub 2. It's 198. But yeah, I mean we've been saying this right with the Seeing Stars. It's so weird, and I still can't tell if it's still too early because the Durant challenge has like 2.5 more weeks left, and then we're gonna have a whole LeBron challenge, right? So maybe those go back up.
That game was over 3, right? It was over 3 when we first saw it.
At one point it was,
so.
Yeah. And the lowest it's been at was like 150. So it's gone up a little bit. But like Jokic is 175. Sabonis is 125. I'm trying to find, the Jaylen Brown. The only ones over 200 I'm seeing are Kyrie, Giannis, Curry.
Luka.
I haven't gotten to Kawhi's just barely over 200.
Yeah, he's hanging on.
Harden is 280. Joel Embiid 225. But there's like the majority of them are sub 200. I'm pretty surprised. I mean, not surprised. I didn't think Seeing Stars was going to go nuts. That's been
your take on it.
Listen, we nailed it. I thought it was going to be more than this. This is pretty surprising. I thought it was going to be a little bit more than this.
So is the LeBron challenge is for the second half of the Seeing Stars moments, or do we not know yet what it's for?
Yeah. So it looks like all of the Team Durant moments. If you collected all the Team Durant moments, that's the Durant challenge. And then once that ends, they'll unleash the LeBron challenge. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be all the Team LeBron moments to get the LeBron.
So you could, in theory, start picking up those moments now.
Now.
You know? Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
But here's the thing, right? So if these are worth what we're seeing right now, mostly sub 200, a couple above that, does that mean the challenge reward's not going to be worth that much either? Like, I don't know.
What's the moment that you get of the player, or do we not know that yet? So, like, what's the LeBron moment?
I don't think we know the LeBron moment yet. If somebody in the chat actually knows this,
will it be from the All-Star game? Because if it's from the All-Star game, that would be amazing.
No, I don't think it's from because we can see the Durant one right here. And as you can see, 0 of 12 right here, 0 of 12. So this is the Durant moment. It's the grace and fluidity he displays on a nightly basis is unprecedented for his side. Here we go. So he cross-ups James Ennis, I believe, who is Dunbar's
Dunbar favorite. Fan favorite.
It's my newest addition to the squad, unintentionally.
So, and I'll be curious to see how many people complete that challenge. Because, right, so what's it out of 10,000? So I don't know. How many do we think they're going to be? The scarcity of that, does that make it more valuable? I don't know.
I'm not going after it. Nothing about that excites me. Like it's cool. It's a cool moment, and it'll have that sort of limited to it. I don't know. We'll see. This will probably get played back in about 5 years, and we're what? Look at these morons saying it's not going to be worth anything.
We'll casually delete this stream if that's the case.
Okay.
Easily.
Thank you, please.
So the Durant challenge is 12, right? 12 moments. and there's 24 seeing stars total. So yeah, it's got to be the other 12 for LeBron. So people could be stocking up on those LeBrons right now.
Yep.
Before they announce the challenge, which, some people will realize that it's a LeBron. Not everyone is following the news as closely as all of us.
Let me just go ahead and open a tab and hit marketplace.
So that's an interesting strategy right now before they announce it and those things start popping up. Or I guess even to flip, not that, we're team hold, but if you think that they're going to go up and people actually realize that the team LeBron players are going to be getting a LeBron in the challenge.
I mean, the thing that sucks about that draft being so lopsided is the team LeBron is going to be tougher to complete, or not tougher, but more expensive to complete because, LeBron picked all the best players in the league.
Curry is expensive. Luka is expensive. Giannis is expensive.
Jokic, I guess Jokic isn't too bad, but yeah. So I don't know that challenge. I'm just not seeing it. And again,
who was the starting lineup for Team Durant?
Team Durant, well, because Durant was out and Embiid was out. So it's Tatum, Zion, Kyrie.
Zion's expensive.
Kawhi.
Not expensive.
And then this is not bad.
Kyrie's not bad either, too. Price range.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think I'm bailing. I think I'm bailing on my seeing stars.
But like you mentioned too, the price is so dropped dramatically that there's no point in selling. Like we're gonna keep what we have. I'm gonna keep my Jaylen Brown. But if you had that, can you go back to that Zion? If you had the Zion or the Curry, let's do the Curry. Would you sell at $491?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I think so. I think I would. But again, I don't want anyone taking this as advice because I don't feel confident about any of this. I think my thought is
yeah, I love that, Ollie.
Like is a fake hold.
Yeah.
I got him to admit it. No, but look, okay, so here's a question. You have Zion, you have Steph, right? You've got the young up and comer who everyone wants to get moments of, and you have the Hall of Famer greatest shooter ever. Would it have mattered if you had the Zion? Would you be team hold? If you had the Steph, would you be willing to part with it?
That's fair, right? So like those two players, arguably this is actually what I would say, because this is what I'm thinking about with the Rising Stars Challenge, which we'll talk about in a minute. But I think because Steph or a Zion or a Luka are the more expensive moments you need to get, if I had this moment, this to me is an incentive to complete the challenge. Because in my head, it's like the hard part's over. I got one of the more expensive ones, so why not just go spend some money and
let's say you had Steph, Dunbar had Zion, I had I had Giannis. You'd be like, all right, we're pursuing this. We're doing it.
Absolutely. Okay. That's because similar with the Rising Star, because I have the Halliburton for that Zion. I feel like the Halliburton's going to be the most expensive one to get. Ja's probably up there as well. I think Ja's going to be in that one. So like those are going to be the expensive ones, but that's the hard part. Like if I pulled a Michael Mulder and I'm like, that's barely getting
Chili.
Yeah, shut up, Big Chili.
So if you pulled a Vooch seeing stars,
I'm out.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Relax.
But here's what I would say though, and this was to go back to the initial point. I don't think there's a ton of value in selling the Vooch either. Like, I don't think I want to get, I guess, what was the pack? $14.
Look at the Denny. We're shitting on Denny. It's at $313.
Jesus.
Yeah. Look at that. Could have gotten a Brandon Clark.
I want to go back to Mike saying he'd sell that Steph because that challenge hasn't been announced, right? He's not part of the Durant challenge. He was Team LeBron.
Right. So that'll go.
I would at least wait until the challenge comes
I would have loved to get the Steph. I think this is just a sick moment too, which I think is helping its value. Like it's cool that it's seeing stars, but look at this. It is just filthy. My God.
It is so nice. Every Steph moment is like that where I'm just so excited to see it. Also, Wes, I can't give financial advice because we're team hold over here. By the way, I'm out on seeing stars.
I love it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I agree with you though, Greg. Like if you're going to move off the Curry, at least wait till the challenge happens.
At least I think that's fair.
Scott says might think that because Team LeBron has more sought after players that their value might now drop as much after the challenge is completed. Yeah, I don't know. We've talked about this too. I think like all of those moments drop once the challenge is done, right?
Yeah, probably. Maybe not all. Like some will definitely hit. We saw this for the Will Barton, Stanley Johnsons, right? They climbed insane triple digits, right, Greg?
Like 300. Will Barton was up to like 380. I
And
sold
you
one for
and
like
you bought him.
387.
And how much did you buy him for? Like $4?
Yeah, $3 or $4 each. I mean,
And
I sold 3, but not all at the peak price. I never
Right.
believed it would go above like 40, and then I never
Yep.
believed it would go above 70. Luckily, I went crazy high at like 370 and sold one there too.
But they had their value for the challenge, and then once the challenge was over,
Oh, he's down to $20.
yeah, there you go. So I mean, I imagine you'll see some of that with the Seeing Stars.
I think so too.
And compare it to the gift, right? What is the gift at now? Let's see, because those, in theory, a lot of people had those. At least one. There was a challenge.
Like this comment. Look at my Denny who's laughing now. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Denny stands. I just after that pack, I couldn't take a Denny.
And neither of us went with Rui. You're like, if I see that Wizards logo, I'm out. We're like, Rui would be pretty nice. But
I forgot Rui was.
We forgot about Rui. That's why we immediately went Denny.
You know why? Because Rui's in every challenge. He's been a cool cat. He's been a gift. He's in every challenge.
I support that. I like it.
Yeah, this gift is really. Look at the Derrick Rose only going for 366. Do you know how much money people spent on the gift to get that Derrick Rose too?
Yeah.
Like, sorry if you were one of the gift completers.
But this is you bring up an excellent point, and this is why we're talking about it for the Seeing Stars to complete the challenge. We've already seen the value dip in the individual moments of them. So if you're going to complete it, see how much you're going to spend. You may see what it could potentially look like for you if you complete the challenge. I mean, the good thing is, and like I said, you're getting a massive star. You're getting a Durant or possibly a LeBron when they announce it, versus getting a Derrick Rose, who I absolutely loved when he was on the Bulls. But like nowadays, like Derrick Rose, Knicks, I don't know that I really care to have that moment compared to getting with the LeBron or the other, Durant.
Right. And then, I mean, as the serials, yeah, that's true. They love Derrick Rose and also the 8888, right? That's the serial is out of.
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't think all is lost on the gift. I just think when you
like my gift moments. I got my Donovan, and I like that one.
Did you hold it?
Yeah, I got Donovan. I'm holding it.
Okay.
I've got no reason to sell it. Like, I like having it. I also think at some point, maybe if they keep doing different gifts, like the first one will have some value.
Yeah.
I think there's something to that.
This is important too. It's a good point. We didn't initially want to compare the challenges necessarily, but more just like what the moments drop you once the challenge completed. But Jonathan, that's a very, very good point.
That's exactly what we're saying. We are LeBron. Yeah. You're getting a LeBron versus Derrick Rose. So yeah, you'll certainly it should hold more value. But I think on the whole, it's like a Seeing Stars challenge completion. What's it going to climb to? But it is LeBron, and I would love to have it. So I'm not going to complete the challenge, but I would definitely love to have it.
I mean, and that's why I think I'm going to try to go for the Rising Stars one, even though that's going to hurt my wallet. Like, because it's Zion. Because it's Zion, and because again, if I had Mulder or whoever, Maladon, I don't think I would try to. But like Halliburton,
Can we look at that? Can we look at what the challenge for that looks like? What everything you got to complete?
So we can't see the Zion one yet, but we can see the Anthony Edwards to get an idea of it, and then the Zion one's going to happen after. So let me pull that up right now.
Well, the Anthony Edwards is going to be everyone's going to want this too.
That is so both so mean and so smart of Dapper to do.
Oh, they had to.
It is.
I know. This is a challenge reward, like
R.I.P. Yuta.
Like, how many people want this moment, and now you have to spend? What's
going to be the lowest ask for this? If it hits the marketplace.
Well, let's think. Oh man, I'm trying to think of how many are going to be completed, right? So 2,000, if everyone completed it.
So if you're saying it's 2021 total, right?
You think the LaMelo right now is going for, I don't know, it's like 4K or something like that.
Yep.
Three.
No way. I'm saying more.
You think it's going to go more than the LaMelo just because of the moment?
Well, you have to complete all of this to get it, right?
That's true too, right? That's true. Yeah.
I was going to say 10K minimum.
Wow. So I just
think it's the completion of the challenge. Maybe it'll drop, right? But to complete the challenge, you're spending 4K on a LaMelo, and like, would you chase it if you think it's only going to be 3K for that moment?
Yeah.
Like if you didn't have the LaMelo, like I just think people that are going to do it are going to set the bar of what they might want to sell it for, and they're going to want some return on investment there. So I don't think they're going to dip it below 5. I think double digits. Also, when you look at the moment, it's not a jump shot, it's not a block, it's not a tip in. Like
No,
it's the dunk of the year.
I know.
Currently.
Yeah.
And this is, man, like if you get the LaMelo, I feel like you have to try to get it, right? If that's worth like,
I would. If I had the LaMelo, I would.
Because the only other,
or
like,
if I had the Halliburton.
Yeah, all right, so we look, yeah, thank you. So we're looking at this right now, right? So LaMelo's going to be pricey, Wiseman's going to be pricey. And again, this is all relative, right? Like this is an expensive challenge. Like all of these guys are expensive, but just saying like the leaders here are LaMelo and Wiseman. And then after that, it's doable. I think it's doable.
Yep.
So let's look at all the rising stars.
And I want to bring up a point by Ryan too. You do have to compare the challenge reward to the player, not the challenge. You know what I mean? Instead of the challenge cost, says Ryan.
But I do think Anthony Edwards is worth a commanding price, even though that the challenge cost will eat up your wallet. It's that moment, which I think like we've seen it with other ones. Like there's just the LeBron dunk that was a tribute to Kobe is a moment that has just blown up, obviously, and sold for a ton of money. And this is the dunk of the year right now on a rookie that number one pick. There's so much value to it. I think it's just going to be insanely expensive.
Right.
Yeah.
But again, I do think like I understand if you got like again Michael Mulder for $385, that's a tough ask to be like, okay, I got to spend $1,600 or $1,500 here, and then where's the lowest LaMelo? If I scroll past it, tell me. Oh, right. $4,700. Like that's that's
the only way I'm doing the challenge. If I got LaMelo, then I'm doing the rest.
Yeah, even if I get the Wiseman, I think the Wiseman is nice. Someone asked in the chat about the Wiseman. I love that Wiseman moment.
But that's the LaMelo is more than double the Wiseman.
Totally right. So I'm not trying to complain. Like this actually makes the Anthony Edwards one probably more rare than the Zion one, only because the most expensive. It's either going to be Halliburton or Ja, right? So Halliburton is. I saw Halliburton. Where's he?
He's like 1,200 or 1,400. There you go.
1,400, and then where's the Ja? Is there no Ja's?
I didn't see the Ja.
Oh, there it is, right next to it. Oops. Ja is under a K, under 1,000.
What is the moment for Ja? I didn't see what it is.
Now I lost it. Okay, here it is. It's a 3-pointer.
Okay. Just right hovering that.
Oh my God.
Greg, this fits your agenda of.
That's how I shoot when I'm not being guarded.
No, to go with your Robin Lopez, right?
Yeah, right. The meme moment.
Yeah.
Except I can't afford that one.
So okay, I actually thought Ja was going to be more expensive. I'm here on live right now telling you I'm going to complete this challenge. I have to. I'm down to make trades if people want to make trades. If people are interested in seeing stars, we get the cameo.
Cameo.
He came in hard. I don't know what he was doing. He came in hard.
I also want to bring up Dan's point, which is a good one. People are only able to make 12 purchases in the last 24 hours. So we should include that in the idea that the depressed prices compared to prior challenges.
Yep.
Because people probably are panicking, right?
Right.
But people want them. They just have to. They're just restricted.
I think we should show this comment just because, and we don't need to read the rest, but the first couple of words, just Dustin is making total sense. So appreciate you, Jobu. But yeah, I think LaMelo to get it, Edwards dunk of the year. Oh man.
And I can't remember what the Zion moment's going to be. This is what's happened. I'll be completely honest. What's happened in the last 2 weeks is I've watched too much of the New Orleans Pelicans on League Pass, and I am obsessed with Zion now. I think Stan Van Gundy finally took the blinders off, and Zion is a beast. And I just
unleashed. He's just
he is, and I think Zion's gonna be incredible, and I just want all the.
I think the point of this is if you have League Pass, you should not have a Top Shot account because say goodbye to your wallet. Every night you're watching someone fun, and you're saying, "Oh, I like this guy, PJ Washington. Give me 10 of them."
God,
right?
Convince me to do that.
This is the problem with playing daily fantasy sports and being into Top Shot is PJ Washington goes off one night and brings you money back, and you're like, I got to invest in PJ.
Can we see Campazzo's moment?
This dude,
I remember this.
All the Campazzo moments are sick. Yeah. Every pass this dude makes is awesome.
Did they used to have the slow-mo in the earlier moments?
There's one. There's. I'll show you a really good slow mo if you want to pull it up. But I remember the Campazzo no look dime right by Kuzma's face. It was amazing. If you look up Marcus Morris, there's a bubble footage shot that's really funny. Greg, we've looked at this before. It's slow mo though.
So it's got to be this one, right? It's the only one.
No. Oh, I'm sorry, Markieff Morris. Morris.
I knew you weren't looking up a clipper.
Sorry, I went with.
Sorry, Merce.
That's right. I'm much. Yeah. Sorry, Merce.
Slow mo.
Oh,
Look how
yes.
cool this moment is. Look at this. And then imagine this is your face in the stands.
That dude's head is so much bigger than everyone else's.
I'm buying that moment.
How do they not adjust that? That dude's head is 3 times the size of the kid next to him.
Also, base series 1, sub 300.
Bubble footage, Lakers championship season, pass from LeBron. It's basically a LeBron assist highlight, is what it is.
Buy now for 10,000. Number 1. Are you kidding?
It's pretty cool, right? Imagine if that was your face in the crowd too.
That is a pretty good moment. I like that one.
I don't want to. I know Dustin had a quick victory lap. I don't want to let this one go by either.
I
have one move.
I support that.
It's coming in like this.
That's my favorite. Is just going to be future Laker.
Yeah.
Former Laker.
People are saying it. Make sure you get your Embiid MVPs. Yeah, Dunbar, do you want a runway to talk about how you spent money on Embiid this week?
I didn't. I missed it. I thought I was going to grab it.
Segment over.
Yep, that's it. It's done. My first marketplace came back up. I was like, I don't know this place anymore. It's been so long. I don't know what's the deal and what's not. I saw number 99 or number 90 for $99 or something like that of Embiid. And I was like, I know that's a good deal. And of course, someone beat me to it. But
yeah,
I think we should talk about that a little bit, right? Like trying to figure out what the market is now with these 35,000 serial. I still feel like I have a decent idea with series like the 15,000, 12,000, the series 1. I still feel like I have an idea, but these 35,000 is kind of hard to figure out what's right.
Yeah, I want to bring up a comment because this is actually something I've been thinking about a lot. Because I don't think I officially said it on the show, but I assumed that after this weekend we'd see cheap moments again. I thought we'd see like $3, $4 moments, but it didn't happen.
There.
It didn't happen. It is getting there, but it didn't happen. That obviously the marketplace was closed. You can only buy a few things at once or a few things per day. I do think confidently though that we'll see moments drop to $3 and $4 after this pre-order pack comes out. After almost 200,000 packs, which equates to almost 600,000 new moments coming to people's accounts. Like people are going to be getting rid of their plum leaves. No offense to Mason.
I mean, look at that DeAndre Hunter for $7. Like I still like that a lot.
Yeah.
But to your point, Mike, what's the value on a 35K serial and how high do you want to climb? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. And I know, Greg, you were talking about, right? You were trying to make the call. Like, do you get a 3-digit Embiid for like $90 or whatever it was? And I think it's going for like 25 right now. Not a 3-digit, but like the lowest ask is 25. And it's like hard. It's hard to figure out when the low serials are going to catch up with everything else and what it means. What does a 3-digit mean to a 35,000 versus a 12,000?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean the reason it made sense and why I was jumping on the Embiid was that he's a star. Like because I chased the lower serials quite a bit on non-stars when they were affordable, and so that to me was like check, but lost it.
Yeah, two comments I want to get up here real quick. So Jovu says, "Is the 1 moment requirement to purchase a pack still a thing?" I know it was for the rare. I think it's still going to be a thing.
I would purchase one just to be safe. Like, I mean, you've seen there's $6 moments now of like some fun players to own, like to have in your collection, fun moments. So,
or when gifting, if you don't want to spend the money, if gifting comes back and you got a friend who has some to spare, just borrow one maybe.
Yeah.
To then get your pack and then you have them, forever.
I would still try and buy one just in case. It's like you have to have been active in the marketplace and actively purchase something. You never know if they'll throw some wrinkle in there.
Yeah.
For $6, it couldn't hurt. You're going to spend $15 on a pack or $9 on a pack. You might as well.
I'm also going to share Jonathan's comment real quick. And I don't know if Jonathan, I can't remember if you're from the morning show, but so what do we think about Series 1, DeJounte?
This is Mike in the morning right here.
I love DeJounte. What do you guys
Yeah,
think?
I do too.
Yeah, all right. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, what is
I
Dunbar?
was in on Jonte Murray before the season started. I think I just saw like right as soon as they started playing the Lakers really early, and I was like, even years before, but I was like, this dude is just athletic. He's lanky. He's long. He can kind of do it all. He hasn't reached his full potential yet. I mean, I wish this wasn't this moment. I mean, it's a Dunbar special again, but
Who was drunk and decided like
got way cooler moments.
How did I miss this? How did I miss this? I've been on Top Shot for a month. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, Jonathan, if you're thinking about buying, you got to do it before the end of this stream because Dunbar's got his like trigger finger on the mouse.
227 is going to be gone.
But I'm honing in on that bad boy.
I love DeJounte Murray. I think I've talked about the Spurs quite a bit lately, but I know they're tricking us because LaMarcus Aldridge is on the team, but that team is fun. That team is like fun and young and running. Oh, he said he already bought it. Now we're talking, Jonathan. Yeah. I think those Series 1 types of moments are pretty underrated, where they're not all stars, but this dude's still young and very good, and is soon to be the best player on his team. I think he will be an all-star at one point once all these guards retire.
Yeah, I think the same about someone like a Norman Powell. I think you talked about how Fred VanVleet might get traded, or not. Kyle Lowry might get moved or something like that, or just more minutes for Norman Powell at some point, right? And who knows? Maybe he sneaks into an all-star game, as a replacement or something like that. And his moments are still pretty cheap, especially Series 1.
And that dude is a scorer too, so like he could easily. Like if Lowry does get moved, that dude's gonna get buckets. He's gonna get so many buckets.
I was talking today. Do you think he goes to the Clippers? And it
Lowry?
becomes a little Raptors. I mean, they could use a point guard, and there's a little Raptors reunion with Serge and Kawhi.
I just don't know what the Clippers can move. Like, what would the Raptors take? Like, I think teams like Denver can move so many dudes to get Lowry if Lowry wants to go there. But they have like RJ Hampton, Bull. Like a Gary Harris contract. Or the Sixers. The Sixers have a lot that they can move off of too. I feel like it's one of those teams, but I know Lowry loved Kawhi. So if I don't know, Lou Williams and some magic.
There you go.
I'm surprised you don't want him on the Lakers, Dustin.
No, we're okay. We got Schroeder, but there's other players I want. Yes. So Grant Goldberg is responsible for all of those. He's a diehard Lakers fan, and he works for ESPN. And he is responsible for doing it, and he just trolls everyone. So the second anyone is in becoming a trade target or free agent, he instantly photoshops them to just troll everyone. There's been Luka ones and all this stuff. It's amazing.
He's good at it too. He's really
so good. That's so
he's
good.
The best.
Scotty, this was around serials, which we were kind of talking about a second ago, and this is more about rising stars and a rare. So this is out of 2021. So basically $100 difference between 394, which I'm assuming is the low ask, and number 150 for another $100. And I feel like, Dunbar, you're the numbers wizard when it comes to cereals. What's your thought on that?
Here's the thing with cereals. It's really hard to tell what the future is with these, obviously. I know we've talked a lot about how certain cereals are going to have value to certain people, but that's obviously way too hard to predict. And when I say that, I mean I want to buy my zip code in every moment that I own, or like my area code. That's obviously way too hard to predict. But this, I don't think so. I think like 2-digit cereals are sexy. Obviously, jersey number is sexy. The highest out of the highest is sexy. That much money for that little of a difference, I don't think so.
It's cool being in the hundreds, like 150 is cool, but I don't know if I would make that. I agree with you. I don't know if that would be enough to convince me. If it was like 99, maybe.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like if this got sub 100, so that you've gone from 3 digits to 2 digits, you could talk me into it.
I also support purchasing this moment because I also own it as well. So let's go FPJ.
We love it.
And the thing is like that, the lower cereal is always a greater buy because it's always going to be the first one to sell. For the most part, it's going to be the first one to sell if it's at the lowest ask. But when you're pumping it up that much, that, I don't know, it's a lot more dangerous. This is a good point.
They'll both be gone by the time you decide. I love that call, Greg. I've
True.
never thought about that, about having a lower serial number and placing it as the lowest ask is the fastest way to get that to move.
Yep.
I hadn't really thought about that. That's pretty sharp. It's pretty sharp, Greg.
But I bring to the table. Don't ask me who MPJ is, but I'll tell you what serial numbers.
Let's also take this time, as we're 35 minutes in and no one's plugged anything. I just want to say, if you're here for the first time, shout out Top Shot Takes. We're happy you're here. Just hit subscribe, hit the like button on the stream so we get more people hanging out. And because I've taken this time to plug something, I'm also going to use this moment to say, hey, we're going to do a giveaway in a little bit. So it's like a give and take. You have to listen to me pump the channel a little bit, but then we give you something. So we're going to do a giveaway in a little bit, even though Top Shot's like, hey, we're not doing gifting right now. Once that's back up, we will. Yeah.
There's a couple of people that have won, and we've literally been unable to gift it to you, but it is still coming. We have your names. Also, shout out our Twitch users.
Yeah, shout out to the
perks over there.
The 3 people watching on Twitch right now, one of which might be me because I opened Twitch. We're up to 5. Just as I said that. Well,
Twitch gang.
So
yeah. And if Jesse Regina's waiting on an Ish Smith, we got E-Dubs waiting on a Dwayne Bacon. My name is Katie waiting on a Hunter, and King Paul waiting for Julius Randle. So we're still giving them away. We promise.
Quite a backlog, yeah.
They're coming. As soon as we can give them, they're coming.
Yeah. But definitely subscribe to us, because Mike refuses to promote himself. He also does a show every morning. I know some of you here that was probably your entry point to our show, but every morning he looks at the games from the previous night and then takes a look at the marketplace and talks about value. And I don't actually watch it, so I'm just making this up.
I tune in for the first few minutes when I get my notification, and then I go on with my day.
Just hit the like button.
Yeah. I'm going to pull this one up. What do you guys think about the Kevin Durant season 2 3-pointer? Because
here we go.
Hold on. Plant that?
Are you ready to? Go ahead,
James
Dustin.
Jones. Listen, okay. I just recently purchased this, so I'm very glad you're bringing it up. I think it's an excellent moment. Not only is it a 3-pointer, I think it's important. It's a Series 2 7,500 LE, not 12 or 10 or 15 or whatever, or 35. And it's his first game back from injury, first game as a net, first bucket as a net. There's a lot to like. I think people have forgotten how good Kevin Durant is because he's been sitting out. So that's exactly why I did it. No one tell me I'm blurry. Probably internet connection, but I appreciate you guys still listening to me ramble on it. But I think it's a really cool moment, and I think it's probably undervalued and a fun buy. That's my take.
No, we've been talking about that Durant one. Hey, Dustin, the second I took you off solo, you were clear as hell. So maybe you were just blurry on my stream. So I apologize.
It was blurry for me too. No, but you've been on this. Dustin's been on this since day one. You can look back on our channel and see that the hot takes we put out, but the moments are the ones that matter at the end of the day, and that's an iconic moment. Durant's first bucket with the Nets. So
post Achilles injury, first, like all of that.
To your point, if they win it all, people are going to look back on that being the start of it,
Yeah,
totally.
I think there's something to it. So,
no, I love that. That moment is great. I was so lucky to pull that out of a pack. That moment is cool. And it's Durant. I mean, it's not his first moment on the site, but it's his first moment with the Nets, which is awesome. Eric says, here we go. Here's some more Seeing Stars content. I feel bad. A lot of people have Seeing Stars questions, and I just have such a bad taste in my mouth that I'm like, let's talk about Rising Stars. So let's look at.
You got a pack.
That might be
Some
part
of us only have Seeing Stars.
I think I'm frustrated with Seeing Stars. I thought I had hopes for it. I thought it was going to be a little bit more exciting, and they just let us down. And
do you think it's because the price of the pack, the cost for the pack? If it had been $99.
Yeah, I mean, then it would definitely would be more expensive, right? But even still at 14, when you think about what the Cool Cats challenge did, those are $14, and those went haywire.
Yeah, they did.
Man, look at Luca's Cool Cat. Speaking of Cool Cats, is sub 4K for the first time in a very long time. Wow. I would love a long conversation with both of you offline about how expensive we think this LaMelo will be. Because I have no idea what to do. All right, this Luca is $595 right now. Ooh, now the second I click the button, up to $642. All right, you want me to click it again? We'll be at $700.
This is on Zion too.
Oh, I didn't realize this was on Zion. Little up and a little Kevin McHale style right there.
Very Luca.
So the question was, did I shared it? Yeah. I see. How long should I hold before I sell it? I mean, I don't feel comfortable saying like when exactly. I'm of the mindset. This is actually a good conversation. I'd be curious what you guys think. I'm of the mindset when something is rising up, I never sell it right at the top. Like I will continue to monitor. And then when I see it start to dip, if I was to sell, that's when I would do it. But in my heart of hearts, I'm like, we're holding this. we're not selling it until it's $1 million.
Yeah, it's hard to say because I'm not trying to sell anything. I just believe so much in this product that I think that there's a long-term excitement for this. And I think it's just going to only get bigger with more users that I don't know. But if you want the money, like not everyone is in a position to hold for 10 plus years, so it's up to you. I think like when Mike said, I'd probably see where the peak is, potential peak, and if it starts to dip then and I can still make my profit, then I'd probably take the money there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Greg, you're muted.
I know, I was just stretching my mouth. I want to bring up Ryan. I want to bring up Ryan's comment because this is Greg Dunbar. This is my take across the board. It's such a good point. Like the site Top Shot already has those nifty, shiny little bars of how much you've completed of the challenge. But I think they're only going to add to that, and they're going to have a more comprehensive look at your collection in the future, where you're going to see all sorts of graphs and charts and shiny badges and shit that will tell you how much you've collected. And which is why I think people will go back, especially new users coming in. I think they'll go back and want to complete all of Series 2, all of Series 1. Obviously that's super pricey, but there are people with that kind of money that want to be the completionists, especially as this thing gets more and more legit and backed by the NBA.
And Ryan backs it up with facts too. He's like, within new signups in the next 20 days, you mentioned Cool Cats. What makes you think it won't pump just like Cool Cats did? And that's true though. The first round of Cool Cats didn't really pump. I mean, it got a little bit expensive, but Devin Booker was the only one in that round that got really pricey. But then the second round, I mean, everybody was going for above $600. So there is something to that. And Ryan, I think we can all agree that I'm probably wrong here. I'm probably wrong on the Seeing Stars. So that's just where I was frustrated with it. I don't know. I just thought I thought it was gonna be something special,
I mean, maybe it will be in time. It's an all-star game. It's a unique all-star. I mean, it's not of those moments, which is a little bit of a bummer, but it's a unique all-star year. I don't know.
I kind of like, I mean, I'm just taking a step back as a casual fan of the NBA. This is like a challenge that I could actually get behind, the LeBron one, knowing that it was like his team that he chose. I want to get that whole set. I get the LeBron as a reward. I don't know. To me, it makes sense. It's simple. I know that the quantity is the largest of the challenges, which makes it more attainable too. So I don't know. I think there's value to it.
I just saw. Okay, hold on, Eric. Where's Eric at? Eric, I need more. Oh, okay. I saw this. I thought we were getting Kawhi Leonard information, and I was like,
That's what I thought too.
Kawhi? And then I remembered, oh, yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I saw your face as I was talking, and I was like, oh.
I thought it was Kawhi as well. I was like, wait a minute. What is going on? And then
I was like,
the other one.
Yeah, it's the other one. So screw that dude.
Yeah.
Creative NFT has a question too, and I think this is like a larger conversation too. That Dustin, you've talked a little bit about like the moment versus like the moment itself, right? So creative, what are your thoughts on LaMelo's 4K base at 3,200 holder sell? But I think the bigger question is, right, we're now going to see, we've just seen LaMelo's second moment come out with the Rising Stars. We know a Master Challenge is coming out. There's, little reading the tea leaves that there's a legendary pack coming. I assume we're going to see a LaMelo and a legendary pack. So it still will have the badges, right? But and this doesn't really answer Creative's question, like hold or sell at 3,200. Listen, we're team hold. But
I'd hold.
But I'm more like, I wonder how it changes value with like these newer moments coming out.
I mean, I want to say that it'll impact it, but I don't think it'll impact that because it's his first moment on the platform and it's his first ever assist. Like it's going to have all these firsts. and that's still going to be super desirable for so many people. So I just think keep holding. Like, the sky's the limit with this kid. He's already proving himself to be an amazing talent. And like, I love seeing all the Bill Simmons audio where he just gets burned, him and like Ryan Russillo getting burned about their call, saying how he's going to be, I just don't see it with the kid. I just don't see it. And it's like, all right. And I don't know. I think you got to hold. I think it still has a lot of, you got to imagine when this guy's in his first All-Star game, how much is that moment going to be worth? His first moment on the platform, all those badges. And what is his first All-Star game coming next year?
Yeah, 100%.
Right? Like, you got to hold.
I also think
I would hold. Do what you want.
Right.
I would hold.
It's not financial advice.
Yes, correct.
I would also say, like, think about how popular LaMelo is and no one's watching him play. Like, he's not even on TV right now. Unless you have League Pass or you live in Charlotte, you are not watching the Hornets play.
The most you see of him, and this is what's obviously helped pump his prices, and also because he's a good player, is like when it's in your IG feed from all the different various NBA accounts, House of Highlights or whatever, NBA's, the Complex. That's where you're seeing all these highlights of him, and it's just bleeding out into pop culture or on ESPN in the morning, like all of that kind of stuff. You're not even getting to watch his games. Wait till he's in the playoffs, right? And on national games consistently.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm team hold on that one, but do what you got to do.
Yeah. I want to bring this up too from Stumbrass 2000. Any recommendation under $50 on base cards is just a waste of money at this point. So this goes back to my take. And again, we are not financial advisors, but just trying to predict and having fun doing it. I think when those pre-order packs come out, we're going to see a dip across the board. So personally, I'm waiting to really dip into any sub $50 moment right now till we see that insane flood of new moments at the market, which should be 5 days from now, 6 days from now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important to say too that when you do that, you have to understand that we're entering new territory with 35K cereal, that something that you buy, you can't just say, I'm looking to purchase this and now let me see it print money. We have no idea what's going to happen with that. So if you're going to purchase some stuff when that becomes available, buy stuff that you're excited to own. Look for moments or players or your team that you're excited to have regardless of what happens, because you don't want to end up buying something just because you think it might be rise in value and then it just completely drops and you're sunk. Like, you'll still be happy regardless, because if you're a Knicks fan, you got RJ Barrett and you're like, I love RJ Barrett, I'm excited about him. Like, I am like, I think that's a fun buy.
I think that's the best advice. Is finding somebody that you're excited about. Anytime I get questions in the morning stuff, they're like, I'm deciding between like Bam, Jaylen Brown, or somebody else. I'm like, those, when they're all comparable like that, I'm like, who do you like? Who do you want to root for? Who are you going to be excited when they have a good night? Like, especially if you like hate the Celtics and Jaylen Brown goes for 45 and 10, and you all like, how thrilled are you about that?
Bam Adebayo. That's why. I pick Bam.
Yeah, we get it. And I know I thought Greg and Dustin gave great answers to that question. They're the right answers, but I'm also going to scroll through what's at $50. just to like look around.
I think RJ Barrett's a pretty good buy. We don't know what his career is going to be, and that's 15,000 LE. That's not a 35.
Yeah, I think that's great. Zach LaVine, All-Star. He's like not up and coming. The Bulls are a little bit more up and coming. Taco Fall being $48 is pretty funny. I'm happy that I bought some as a joke early on. That's pretty wild. Jamal Murray too. Chris Boucher. Sam Merrill's a rookie. I get why he's 47.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's as exciting. SGA, man, I've been pumping SGA a bunch. There's a lot of actually really good buys for $50.
SGA, future All-Star.
Many of them are 15K cereal, which I don't know if that applies to my theory of $2 and, I mean, that definitely doesn't apply to the $2 and $3 moments. We're not going to see those dip to that, but it's yet to be seen what'll happen with those when all the new moments let out.
Can we stay there? There's a lot of superstars right there. Like Bam Adebayo. Like, I love all these guys. Donovan Mitchell. The way I look at some of these is who is on the cusp of being an all-star, who will, like, you got to think about like Brandon Ingram years ago. You're like, this dude has the potential. You start to see these guys, they'll probably make an all-star team at some point once things start to shift, or whether someone can't make it due to injury, they're going to get in there like how Sabonis did. You look at a lot of those guys, and Bam Adebayo should have been in there.
Yep.
Donovan Mitchell's awesome. Like there's a lot of the SGA.
Tyrese Halliburton is $40 right now, and I know that's out of 35,000, but I mean, it's
35. That's why that's one I'm looking at once the new packs get released, because I want to see where that ends up. And then, because I do think there's a chance it dips a little bit lower.
I think you're right.
But again, I would just love to have it in my collection and say I have a really cool Tyrese Halliburton moment. I think it's fun.
I bought that last night at more than $40. The marketplace was back on. I didn't get a pack. I had money that I wanted to spend, so I bought one a little bit higher.
Lonzo, Isaiah Roby, MPJ, De'Aaron Fox. There's De'Aaron Fox. Can he become an all-star if maybe it's not in the Kings, maybe he goes elsewhere? I don't know. Like
that's a Clint. Oh man, I knew I was going to do that. That's Clint Capella's first moment too. Michael Porter Jr. Like that's not Michael Porter Jr.'s first moment, but like these are there's a lot of good buys for 50. And now
I don't think I'm buying Clint Capella.
No, I know. Yeah, that's not my first choice out of all of those. That's definitely not
Mike's hot take is Clint Capella, baby.
No, if you wanted to spend 40 instead of 50, I think it's Clint Capella.
There was one other thing on that topic though that this is a good take on that too. You can, like, if you're someone like me who isn't confident in their predictions of how these players are going to pan out, you can always look and see if it's their first moment. I think a lot of the new 35K serial, there's a lot of new players that are getting that first moment badge. So seeing those at an affordable price, that's something you could potentially think about. Because
have you seen the Blake price for a first moment? His first moment on the site. What's your guys' guess on how much it is?
All right, yeah. I realized I wasn't sharing, so I'm gonna pull it up. Let's see. I don't know, Greg. What's your guess?
It's out of 35K.
Yep.
I want to say 105, but I bet it's going to be higher.
I'm going to say 490.
I can't remember what it was, but it was more expensive than I thought when I first looked.
Oh,
what? Oh, I have filters. Sorry.
Well, it's more than 50.
I have filters. Wait, where's Claire? Claire. All right, here we go. Blake. This is the best part of the show right here. 100. Oh, it's gone. It was higher than that.
It was higher. It was definitely higher than that. So it's dropped. But I think
that's at a 12K.
Oh, it's not 35?
Yeah, his is out of 12K. I forgot that. He was just like, I think he was already minted before they had decided.
Oh, got it. Okay.
5K. Similarly as like the 4K dudes. Like they had already decided that was going to be a 12K.
Got it.
So I also want to look at quickly. So quickly at 934. Yeah. Wow.
What do you think about that one? First, that's going to get all the multiple badges as well, right?
Multiple badges. You got to think about the Knicks. Like
it's out of 4K.
Out of 4K.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Ooh. Man, we're not answering. No, Jason.
Trolling.
All right. What else we got in here? I got distracted, but I know we had some like really good questions in here while I was scrolling.
I see some like this was what I was preaching, or is it? This is what I was preaching before the LE happening or whatever a couple of weeks ago. I think this is possible. Like what we were preaching before is when we were on 12 and 15K, we we're like, that has to go up, and the 12 and 15 are going to feel small, and that happened, and it feels right. This the more I think about it, I'm not sure. I don't know. It's possible, and it depends on the influx of new users. But once Top Shot figures out how to mint a moment faster and just have a more steady influx of moments, like there's kind of an unlimited amount of moments they could bring into the platform, meaning they wouldn't have to go up to those insane serial numbers.
I think that's the right take. I think it's like you can maybe it'll go up to 50, right? And maybe it won't go to 350, but you can have a player have a jump shot, a 3-pointer, a layup. They add like a tip in instead of it being called a layup. I don't want to say free throw. I don't know that they'll do that, but they can do multiple moments of a player and it's only up to maybe 50K versus having one moment of a player up to 350K. That would be the smarter move.
Which I'm bummed about because that was like my main strategy for the past 3
years. It's still going to go up though. I think it's still going to go high. I think we'll hit 50K.
Yeah, I think so too. I wouldn't even be surprised if we hit 100. Above 100, I think is probably where
it gets dicey, and you start to say we gotta make sure we're not just bloating it and just do multiple moments of guys.
I will also say if they get up to 100, they're going to have to figure out a new system for that drop-down menu when you're looking through serial numbers,
True.
especially if they're not listing the lowest ask first.
God.
Can you imagine scrolling through 100K? 35K is also already insane.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to share Ronan's question because this has come up a few times in the chat. So are the Top Shot servers down or something? I can't sign up. So Top Shot's in the process of scaling right now. Their infrastructure, they're seeing a ton of growth, and I don't think they can take in much more. And just, as we remind our fans that we are still in beta, so is Top Shot. So I think if you can't sign up yet, you will be able to eventually, hopefully sooner rather than later. I know the marketplace has been down all weekend. It's supposed to be down tomorrow as well. So hang tight. I think you'll be able to get in shortly. I know that's come up a few times.
On that note, though, Mike, we are planning something with Dunbar's fiance to walk her through the entire process. She'll sign up, create an account. She'll buy her first moment. Maybe we'll gift her something because she's
going to be like, I'm not buying shit. Where's your credit card?
Yeah. So for those people who are new to Top Shot and don't know what that all process looks like, we're going to sort of talk you through it and walk a new user to the platform and give them like, this is what it is. This is what they look like. This is what serial numbers are, all that kind of stuff, and have a fun little sort of tutorial. So that's to come.
Yeah. And as we are approaching, I'm seeing this in the comments a few times too, as we're approaching the hour mark on the stream, shout out for everyone being here the whole time. A lot of questions like, hey, did we miss the giveaway? If you haven't missed the giveaway yet, we'll probably get that started in like 5 or 10 minutes. We'll throw a Google form in. Don't worry, we'll announce it when it's happening. You'll know all the rules. But just for those that were asking, you didn't miss it yet. Go ahead, Greg.
This is cool. Well, let us know what those extensions are. I don't... I'm assuming they're unaffiliated with Top Shot, but that is maybe something they'll adopt in the future. Custom colors for the different cereals. Sort by lowest ask. That's interesting.
Shout out addmorefunds.com. I know they're doing some cool stuff. You can check them out. And they have a free version and a premium version. So check those dudes out. Also, as we prepare for the giveaway, I feel, look at
more love from the Philippines. Mahal kita to all my Filipino friends.
Dude, this is
love to see it.
You know what? At the beginning of Top Shot Takes, we said, like, sure, we're going to give out Top Shot content. That's great. But more importantly, international. And it's happening.
We're global.
We are global.
Yeah, let us know where you're from. Also, if you want to shout in the comments where you're from, we'd love to see it.
Yeah, we're scaling up as well. Okay. Also, wait, there's a question from Andrew Mendieta, and I've taken so many L's on this in like the last 2 weeks. Where's Kevin Porter Jr. at? The Houston Rockets have announced Kevin Porter Jr. is coming up from the G League. So we are about to see KPJ. We've talked about Michael Porter Jr. We've talked about Kevin Porter Jr. But more importantly, now I'm blanking on his first name, which is bad news. Jonte Porter.
I was going to say DeJounte, but just Jonte Porter.
Jonte Porter. That's our Porter guy. All right. Well, we got some more.
Well, Kevin Porter, I own his first moment. I don't know if you've seen it.
It's a monster dunk, right?
It is sick. It is so filthy. It's like a windmill. Shout out Canada. It's a windmill dunk that is just nuts. And that's always been his potential. But who knows if he's going to get it together. We'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna watch this dunk.
It's so nice.
Because somebody asked me about that like last week, and I was like, "Is Kevin Porter even in the league?" And everyone was like, "Yes, yes, you idiot." All right, here we go. Boom! Such a big dunk.
So
such
nice.
a big dunk. Yeah, you're right. Kevin Porter Jr. is probably someone to watch, especially because the Rockets are just going to lose as many games as they can intentionally. So correct. you got to imagine.
He'll have some highlights, and he'll probably make a ton of bonehead mistakes, but they don't care because they want to lose. But he'll be potentially fun to watch.
Yeah, I think so. I think they'll be fun to watch. Oh, and who knows if Oladipo is still going to be there? So, yeah, I like it. I like Kevin Porter Jr. I don't know.
We got a Coming to America reference. Shout out! Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah,
congrats on the film.
Oh, Otto Porter. That's another one that we forgot. Another Porter.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh, my God. I did it again. I'm sorry, Dustin. Yeah, that is a Porter we forgot, but that is not a Porter that I'm going to share their moment. That is where
I watched it, and it's not great.
Oladipo to Golden State, huh? You think that's where he's going? What's that move? What's the trade there? I want to know because they're not moving. Oh, dude, you know what though? This is such a bad take. This is such a bad take. I don't even want it. I'm keeping Wiggins in that deal. I'm keeping Wiggins over Deeps.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they need him anyways. I don't think they need Oladipo on the Warriors.
Yeah, that's not the player. They need Wiggins. They need defensive Wiggins.
Yeah, he fits better for when their team is fully assembled.
Yeah. All right. One more basketball related thing, and then we'll go back to Top Shot. Jason says the Rockets have their pick. So the Rockets pick is like top 4 protected. So they need to finish top 4 in the lottery. Otherwise, it goes to like there's like a 3-team deal that it's either like Miami, OKC, or another team, the lowest record, or the worst of it. So it's the Rockets are in bad shape. That's what we'll say.
Yep.
Let's look at some metallic golds, actually. Let's say, if you guys down to look at some metallic golds.
Yeah. I don't think I even own any metallic golds. They were just all too rich when I came in. So
Yeah.
I was yeah, Greg, same for you?
Metallic gold. Well, I only have them from the one pack, the hollow pack that we were lucky enough to accidentally buy because we bypassed.
You have 3 metallic golds, Greg.
I could have purchased one too, and I remember I was like, I'm gonna hold. I'm okay that I didn't get it.
Were you in line for it?
Well, we were talking about it. I was gonna join. I decided not to, and you're like, I bought one. I'm like, all right.
Greg.
Yeah.
Greg.
Dustin and I kind of pulled the wool over Dustin's eyes the night before. I was like, thought about it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to spend $1,000 on a pack. That's insane. And then the next morning, I got on here, and Mike, with his magical ways, was like, "It's content."
It's the right move. It was the right move. Man. I mean, in retrospect, if I could have had that chance again, I probably would have bought it too.
I didn't say it was content. I was seeing that Reggie Bullock going for like 4K in his metallic gold, and I was like, if Reggie Bullock is the worst,
can we get a Reggie Bullock update? I'd love to know where that's at. There's no way it's 4,000 still. Do you think it's that high?
It
with
might
all
even
of the marketplace change.
Oh,
wow,
50.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, no, hold on.
That looks right. That looks right.
Wait. It wasn't Reggie Bullock. This is who I was thinking of. So I'm curious now what hit.
Jim J. Bullock.
It was Langston Gap. Wow, Langston Gap. Oh, maybe it was a hollow. No, because we get a hollow. That's why it was a hollow. So hold on. Let's do this again. Because we didn't get metallic gold Tobias Harris. We got.
So it was Langston hollow.
Yeah, we got hollow.
Wow.
50. And so when I saw that, and then who was the other one that I just said? Reggie Bullock?
It's out of 50.
Out of 50, there was no Reggie Bullock, so I made that up.
Correct. There we go.
Actually, here's a fun game. We're going to look at the Metallic Gold Series 1, and we're going to sort by no, we don't need the filter. We're going to sort by, I never know which one I'm supposed to, descending. Okay. So LeBron James, 75K. Sure.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Steph Curry, 25K. Steph Curry's actually gone up because Zion was in second for a while. I want to scroll.
You think that's
down.
a result of All-Star game?
Ooh, maybe.
And the 3-point shootout?
Maybe, yeah. That could be. Like legacy stuff, right? Like, oh, yeah, Steph. Yeah, that's true. I want to keep scrolling, though. So now we're seeing Embiid, Harden, Giannis, Ja. Now we're getting into weird territory, right? We're seeing Zach LaVine, Kyrie Irving, Jaylen Brown, John Collins. You know whose name we didn't say yet? Jokic.
Or Luka, right? Or did Luka not have one?
No, Luka. Luka's right here.
Oh, Luka's there. Okay, yeah.
Luka's right here. But so we've gotten to John Collins, no Jokic yet. Another line: Kawhi, Porzingis, Porter Jr., Fred VanVleet. Still no Jokic. Steven Adams, RJ Barrett, granted rookie. Devin Booker, Anthony Davis, Jason. Two Celtics are ahead of Jokic
and ahead of Dame.
Yeah.
Give me that Dame. I'll take Dame.
I'm not going to spend $6.5 grand right now.
Also, look who's right after Dame.
Alex Caruso. What the hell? But this is what
I'm a Lakers guy being like, what the hell?
Fewer listings. Could that be it? Only 9 listings versus 19?
Possibly. But still, I mean, just to think about like the names that we rattled off and for Jokic to be down here, to me, it's like the most mispriced. Again, I'm not going to spend $6.5 grand. It just seems wildly mispriced.
Do we think that there's only 9 listings because everyone is team hold on Alex Caruso? Is that what's happening there?
Maybe everyone's like, this dude to the goddamn moon. Don't fail me now, Caruso.
There's some nice talent right here. Trey, Donovan, SGA,
like
Tyler Hero.
Yeah, there are some. Jimmy Butler sub 4K.
Bradley Beal.
John Collins is going above Chris Paul, Bradley Beal,
That's
Ben.
insane. Is there a different amount? It's all $299, right?
I think it's all $299.
Oh, there were rewards. Okay.
Oh, that makes sense. So which ones were the rewards?
Caruso was about a 150. That explains it.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. And so is Fred VanVleet. It looks like. Oh, Kevin Porter Jr.
And
Chris
John Collins is 150 also. So all of those are 150.
Okay, all right. That makes okay. I'm getting off my horse.
But there's got to be some that are in that range too. I don't know. Still a 150. I guess it's a little more rare for sure. But would I rather have any of those three guys after Steven Adams? Yes.
Yeah. Well, yes.
100%. I don't care that there's a difference in going up to $299. I'll take RJ Barrett. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, listen, no disrespect to Steven Adams because
Dude.
Yeah. Z said they ignored his question. You're right. So what was the original metallic gold question? I got too excited because I just think the Jokic is so underpriced. Oh, this is so funny.
He's not lost. He knows these guys.
I know him because of Top Shot. No, I knew some of them before because of 2K.
There you go. Big 2K.
Oh man, this is so fun. I'm so bummed I missed what was going on in the chat. Wild times.
I was following along.
I think it was this. I want my Jared Dudley metallic gold moment. I'm right there with you, Luke.
I think we've talked about this in the chat. Jared Dudley, come on this show. There's 167 people in here right now. I need everyone to tweet at Jared Dudley to get him on the show.
Dream come true.
Jared Dudley, the God. Oh man. I like that. I missed all what's happening on the chat. Listen, I love this. The best part about this right here, ready? We all get to see that happen together, right? So everybody in the chat gets like a collective. I like this. If I was in my 20s, I wouldn't have done that because I care a lot about what people think about me. But in my 30s, block. All right, let's go. Everybody wave. There we go. This is fun, guys. We're building a community here.
Nicely done, Smokey.
A global community.
A global community, nonetheless. All right, so that was our rant on metallic golds. Wild again. Steven Adams is 8,400. I'll tell you which metallic golds I have right now because I got in again a little sneaky early, and none of them are up here. We're still scrolling. Let's start with that. We're still scrolling.
Is Jared Jackson Jr. ever going to play basketball again? What's going on?
Man, I miss that dude. I love Jaren Jackson Jr. I think he's supposed to be back soon.
I hope so.
Wow, Larry Nance is ahead of my dudes. This is a tough scene for the Mike Zakarian metallic gold former Laker. Dude, I like Larry Nance Jr. though.
He's fun.
And so does who pumped him up?
Josh Hart.
Josh Hart, that's who it was. Wow,
Laker.
This is no longer fun. I feel like I just need to tell you guys who it is now. We're in sad territory.
There's still some nice guys there. Maybe
all right, so we got
Oladipo.
Bogdan Bogdanovic. We get some Bogdan.
Got some of your Kings, your favorite Kings players, Buddy Hield and Bagley.
I do have Bogdan and Bagley. And then, man, where did Vooch die? Where's Vooch? Did I scroll past Vooch? And Nikola Vucevic. Those are the three.
Where is he? All-star. No respect.
No respect for Vooch. Get him out of Orlando, will you? Get him out of Orlando.
You're telling me JaVale McGee's above him?
Oh, I scrolled too far.
You missed him. Yeah,
I scrolled too far. Those are my three. But that was right at the point. That was right before this Top Shot went bonkers. So those were only like 200. But, oh, man, Vince Carter. Let's just like watch this moment together. Lowest price, 180,000. Hey, we're starting a Patreon tomorrow.
Yeah, you guys want to go in together on this? I want this moment so bad. Not necessarily the cosmic, but
yeah, it's my favorite moment on the platform.
I'll take the common.
Favorite moment on the platform.
Dustin, take a victory lap.
I love it so much. I don't care what it's worth. I just think it's so cool, and I'm very happy I have it.
Yeah, we like it. We like it. All right, let's see. What will we have a Nico Mannion moment? They gave us a Michael Mulder moment, so we might get a Nico Mannion. I think that's in play.
I'm sure it comes into play.
Oh man, Guys, the chat's wild. What's going on today? This is
hit that threshold where, like, you know, we
We have haters now. We have
got some
haters.
trolls up in the mix, which we, bring 'em.
$8.
Yo, $8 for the
Clip
Vince
City.
comment?
For that Vince 3 Clip City.
That is nice.
Oh,
That is
wow.
nice.
I did not pay $8 for it, but I'm very happy I have it.
Also, hold on. Before we get back to this, shout out to Seth Meyers for winning Best Late Night Talk Show. You know, we gotta get Seth's not getting enough love. Shout out to Seth, Sal Gentile, the rest of the writing staff over there.
I do want to say Clip City did say this earlier. I think he needs he needs the most two expensive Steph Curry and Luka maybe to complete the Seeing Stars challenge. Was that right, Clip City? I saw that comment. We didn't get a chance to share it, but
You gotta do it.
That's really nice. $8. That return on investment is 1,000,000%.
Yeah. And are you team hold on that?
Oh,
I'm 100% team hold on that.
Forever. That one's only going up. There's no scenario. It's not like unless Vince waits until he's like 55 and he's like, I want a 10-day contract.
Yeah. I'm coming back, baby.
Yeah. He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame in a couple years.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Love it.
God. Go ahead.
I do want to mention the pre-order packs. I think a lot of people in the chat probably have a pre-order pack waiting for them, which has not been delivered yet. We want to do like a big, pre-order opening party on Sunday or potentially Monday, depending on when they come in. So if you have the strength to hold the unopened pack for up to 12 hours, come on back and we'll open them together. I guarantee one of the three of us will probably open it before the show.
I just want to shout out the ability to create multiple accounts at once. I think that's hard to do. And I just want to shout out the chat to be able to have those quick fingers, those quick, nimble 14-year-old girl fingers to be able to make these accounts is that fast. So shout out Robert Byer for being able to also be other dudes that have been blocked. Good to see you.
He deserves to stay. That's a solid comment.
No, deuces. No, we are not having any negativity in here. We're having some fun.
Jonathan's right, though. We do want the run it backs.
I can't wait.
Oh, God, I'm so excited.
You know what we should talk about? They mentioned this. So I don't know if you guys follow Roham on Twitter. I know we do, but everyone in the chat, he's a great follow because he provides little tidbits of information. But I have him on notifications, so I get everything he tweets. But he does a lot because you won't see this in his feed. He just replies to users randomly, and he's not verified, so it does. I don't know why, but maybe at some point he will. You'll start to see more of his tweets bubble up. But sometimes he replies to people, and he replied to one about asking about Kobe and MJ moments, and he said that they are working on that.
Ooh,
yeah, Kobe and MJ moments, which is huge. And it was like 2 hearts on that reply of a tweet. I'm like, this is the dude actually talking about it and saying we're working. Something we're working towards getting those in there. Like no confirmation when it's coming.
Right.
I'm sure it's going to be a massive deal that they have to figure out, and it's going to take a lot of time. But to just admit, like, yeah, we want that here, and we're working on it. Like that's huge.
How much would the pack have to be before you would bow out?
I don't even want to say a number because it's probably way too much. But man,
it's high.
It's a high number. I mean, the first Kobe moment. If I have a chance to get it, I'm probably paying whatever it is to get this. I mean, I've got an autographed Kobe jersey here next to me. So if there's a pack to get a Kobe, I'm probably going to pay whatever it is.
Yeah. Somebody said this morning too, and they said $9.99. And it would be the fastest I give away $1,000.
Oh yeah. I would pay way more than that too.
The fastest.
Not even going to lie. Yeah.
The fastest. Vic Prod too. I wanted to get this out. Also, Dunbar, did I cut you off? I'm sorry. Were you going to say something?
No.
Okay. Vic said, could we expect to drop this week? I think there's like 100% chance we see Cool Cats.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think so.
You say 100% chance?
100% chance Cool Cats is coming. Robert, this is my favorite thing is that I can share this comment while I kick you out. So I want you to be able to see this while this happens. Come check me out in New York. I have a lot of shows.
The best part is that he can't see you below the shoulders for the most part. You could be 7 feet tall.
Yeah. Oh,
Have you
man.
seen Vooch? Have you seen Nikola Vooch?
Dude, yeah, it's same spitting image. If only he saw me right after I got my second shot because my left shoulder was ripped. It was like really swole.
6'11" over here.
Hey, let's look at V Clamping. Nothing but love over here. I didn't even notice how close you're all to 1K subs. Yeah, so hey, as we're approaching giveaway time because we've somehow 75 minutes already. So we're gonna be doing some giveaways, but this is what we would ask you to do before we do the giveaway. Just like the stream, subscribe.
No, just subscribe. You don't need to like the stream because we're ending, right? Just
well,
yeah.
no,
Yeah.
do both. I mean, you can do both. Just make sure you're subscribed. Yeah, but you can do both if you like.
Right.
We'll take it.
You need to take a UCB class, dude. It's all about yes and, okay,
Yeah.
man? You're gonna just
Yes, and shout out to everyone on Twitch. If you prefer to watch on Twitch, we have that channel. It exists. You can go over there. Top Shot Takes. So you can subscribe there if you prefer watching on Twitch. One of one. I want it in my collection.
Sorry, somebody asked how much did the Cool Cats pack cost, and those will be 14.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah. Yes, that's what we're saying.
Oh God. But yeah, you guys have all been like super supportive throughout all this. We appreciate all the comments. It's far more engaging when people are commenting, so we appreciate the questions and the chatter and all that. It's a lot of fun. Greg, look at this. Pay attention. We do a morning show every morning. And it's going to Tuesday through Friday at 9 o'clock. Monday, it's 9 o'clock Eastern. Monday, it's a little bit earlier. But there's also playback, so you can watch it after the fact. All right.
You've been doing it when there's not NBA games too, because of the All-Star break. You're still able to pull this off.
Yeah, I think Monday was pretty impressive because not only were there no games, but there was no marketplace activity for 3 days.
Yeah.
So it was pretty wild that we did a show. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Still no game. Actually, games are back tomorrow night, so that's exciting.
Yeah,
that's exciting. Games are back. But Greg is going to drop a form in the chat. If you guys could fill out the form if you want to be a part of the giveaway. I am. Are we going to?
What? I think you have to tell them what we're putting on the table for a giveaway tonight.
So on the table tonight is Oklahoma City zone, former Los Angeles Laker, chronic back problems, Mike Muscala. Mike Muscala is on the table tonight.
And I do want to share, some of you were watching live, but others probably don't know Mike's iconic reaction to pulling this from his pack this weekend. Let's take a look.
For the health here. So far, worth the $200. Here we go. Mike Muscala, baby. Finally some Mike Muscala.
Former Laker?
Yeah, Mike Muscala, the backup's backup big.
I'm still holding.
Listen, before you're devastated to learn that it's a Mike Muscala, I actually didn't know this during the pack opening. I thought all of those moments were going to be out of 35,000. That Mike Muscala is out of 12,000, baby. This is a limited edition
To the moon.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
Yep, this is it's 12. Look, Eep gets it.
Yeah, look, hey, Magic thought he was a good pickup, so maybe there's some other people that are Muscala fans. I don't know.
Well, Sean is I'll take the Muscala if you give it to Merce first and have him gift it to me.
That would definitely increase the value. Yeah, shout out Sean.
That's a smart theory. That's a smart idea.
I do
We're
love
start
that.
funneling our gifts through.
Should we just throw him a Muscala? No, we're doing the giveaway, but we should throw him something like that.
Yeah, I tell you right now, Dustin, I'm not buying a Muscala.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell the chat because he's probably not watching, and it'll be a fun thing. But when the commons hit and we got $3-4, I'm snatching up every Laker and I'm sending them all to Merce, who's a diehard Clippers fan and hates the Lakers. He's going to go into his collection and see he's got 12 to 15 Lakers all of a sudden, and he's going to scroll down and say, who sent this to me? That's right, this guy.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Also, shut up, Merce. There's been a lot of Merce love in the chat today. Everyone being like, when's he coming back? We'll get him back on here soon.
Yeah,
we'll
get him back on here soon.
He had fun.
This is great. This is so good.
Yeah. The call that was Mike Breen-esque. It was Mike Breen-esque. It was so good.
Yeah. Hanish says, funny that you guys mentioned the run it backpacks in the survey, which I didn't know we did. So shout out, Greg. The new run it back will have AI, T-Mac, and Shaq. And the AI. Yeah, we've talked about this.
It's got to be that.
Oh,
it's got to be that.
Over. Because the crossover on Jordan's too long ago, right? We won't. Yeah. I mean, not that they'll never see it, but they made
96, right? I think it was like 96.
Yeah, God, oh man, I would love that step over. I would love that step over. Also, I did, shout out the chat too when things like this happen. I love when we get news. Gonzaga's pulling away, so if you bet on Gonzaga, we love to see it. So I meant to share this.
I like that it's not even that if you're a Gonzaga fan, you're just like if you bet on them. Great job. You're not even a fan of the team. Like you're alumni. You're just like if you bet on them, awesome. You're happy. That says a lot. It says a lot.
It says how I feel about. That's how I feel about college basketball right now.
Yeah.
I'm not watching it unless
I'm watching it for fun. I'm enjoying it. I can't wait for the tourney. And you're like, oh yeah, baby, the bet's panning out.
Man,
hold on. We have some fire comments in here. First, you guys should hit the gym and build them Muscalas. Touche, Smokey the Bear.
Very good. Very good.
I've got nothing but overwhelmingly positive comments on this room. I'm feeling it. It was time.
That one's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
This is gonna be a different color tomorrow, Mr. Newtown.
So good.
Also, can that work as a green screen? Is it screen?
Maybe we'll test it out next show. I'm gonna be in Bermuda.
Dominic, everybody on Top Shot is just trying to pay off the betting debts.
Yeah, here's another one. Sean, Gonzaga second half was plus 12.
Dude, I wasn't wrong. The community, the Venn diagram is tight.
Sean is a friend of mine, and he knows a lot about that world. He's up on all of it, and he's right there with you.
Yeah, Sean, hit me in the DMs.
All right, 1 minute warning. I posted the thing in the chat again, the form. So fill it out once, and then we'll be spinning that wheel.
Yeah, that's a green screen. Love it.
Can I green screen? Is this like Zoom where I can do a green screen on here?
Yeah, I think you got to go into your video settings, but you can definitely do it. Yeah, a couple of people have been asking about the pack drop. So we're like, I'm fairly confident we're going to see a Cool Cats pack drop this week. And because it's not a rare drop, I think they don't have to give us a huge heads up when it happens. I think we'll have you'll see it on the site appear.
$14, you think?
Yeah, I think it's $14. And I think it's so first round was 5,000, second round was 10. I think this round's supposed to be 15,000.
Okay.
Although, as I said that, I lost confidence. So
sorry, this where'd that Dunbar comment go? It just
I'm not even. You may not be wrong.
Also, I love Perk doing a self call out. No,
thank you.
No,
from Twitch.
Don't worry, we check. We check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be. Yeah, you're right, Mike. It'll probably be $14, right? They're going to come with some common stuff now, right? Some entry level, but like some fun collectible inserts, right?
Yeah, and I'm excited about the next Cool Cats round, like the Anthony Davis, whatever. I mean, I like Anthony Davis. I'm not trying to poo-poo on Anthony Davis, but I love Jokic, and he's the reward for this one. So I'm pretty excited for this.
Yeah,
Cool Cats.
Okay, I can confirm the green screen does not work.
We've tried.
It says a well-lit green screen or blue screen is required. So we're going to get another code on here. It's going to be.
It looks kind of gray to me now. Now it went back to green. It was.
Yeah. It's because I was trying to put an image. I was trying to put a live mic reaction to getting.
Okay.
Didn't work. That's all right.
Next for the health here. Oh no, I thought I was just going to show the image. I didn't want to see the whole video again.
Okay, we're closed. Form is closed. I'm going to sort it real quick, get rid of the duplicates, and then we are good to spin.
All right, while you do that, there was a couple more questions. LB asked if they're getting rid of gifting. I don't think so. I think that'll be back soon. Otherwise, this giveaway is a huge waste of time.
Yep. And I will never get to pay off my Lakers joke to Merce, so we got to hope that comes back quickly.
I think it will be back. I think, as Dustin, you said earlier, right, they're figuring out the money laundering thing. I think part of that is gifting as well. So I think they're still working on it.
Mike, here's this $150,000 moment. Enjoy.
Well, that's what I mean. Somebody told me we were doing the morning show, and I was like, "This is false." And then I looked it up, but a base Series 2 LaMarcus Aldridge sold for like $14K, and it was like serial number 350. And I was furious. I was like, "This is bad for basketball. This is bad for the product."
Yeah, they're catching all that stuff. Someone's asking, how do we join the giveaway? There's a link in the comments that takes you to a form to put out your Top Shot username. And if you have a Twitter account, just in case there's any weird things, so we can contact you over like DMs and stuff.
Yeah, but you could also follow us on Twitter at Top Shot Takes. Also, shout out to all you guys. We got our YouTube URL today. We are no longer youtube.com/73C $X.
Yep.
We are now Top Shot Takes.
Wow, and this is by far the most people I think we've had in a giveaway. I think, right?
Nice. Love it.
Is.
So this is very exciting. The wheel. Let me mess around with the settings before I share this so that
And
people
Vin
can
Diesel in Boiler Room, absolutely. Love that movie. I'm down for that.
I feel this is a new segment. It's the last 10 minutes of every show while we're trying to figure out the giveaway. You can roast us. Just lay it on.
Let's not go that crazy. But my brother's asking. He knows.
Yeah.
Star Wars arcade cabinet. Shout out for my Star Wars fans.
All right. I think, are we ready? Oh, dude. Thanks, Jonathan. We appreciate it. Again, mostly it's nice. You guys dunk on us the appropriate amount. It's like the right amount of dunking, but then part of you feels bad, so you say something nice, and we appreciate that.
And our egos recovered just in time.
Also, Sean is asking that. I didn't realize you might mean that. It's like an Avengers art piece. That's what that is. But it does look like Exit this way.
Also, before we spin this wheel too, James, relax, dude. Muscala is a limited edition, all right? It's LE, baby. We could give away a 35,000 Halliburton, but why would we do that when you can get Muscala?
We gave away PJ Washington Cool Cats at like
the peak price.
20 people in the chat. I think there was only like 4 colors on this wheel.
700. We blew our load a little earlier.
Yeah, we did also. John, the gentle bullies. All right, here we go. This is for the very sexual Mike Muscala. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. The wheels spin. It's happening.
We need the Breen. We need some Mike Breen when this happens.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I'm seeing. Is it Fend Warlock? Fend Warlock for the Mike Muscala. Bang!
Hey, Fend Warlock. Well done.
You guys can't hear this, and next time I got to share the audio, but there's a raucous applause in my ears when the winner takes.
That was the chat one. Yeah,
that was the chat.
So, Denny Kim, this Muscala gets the Top Shot Takes premium for eternity. That's right. This is a legendary giveaway. Okay, you're
going to own the moment from the stream that hopefully down the line we have more subscribers, and you're like, that's the moment I own, right? I have that one. I don't know.
This is going to be still in beta.
just got to remind the fam.
It's going to be the actually who was Fendi? Fendi, let yourself be known in the chat so we can share it right here. Thank you everybody for hanging tonight. This really was a lot of fun. We will be back. We'll be back this week. It feels like Cool Cats pack drop is coming. So when that happens, we're going to be hanging, I'm sure.
Yeah. If it's within reasonable time, we'll try and go live when the pack is up to join the drop, and we can all wait together and cross our fingers that we get it.
And either Sunday or Monday, we'll come back and open some common packs. Just have more fun. We'll have some friends on. If you guys want to come back and open with us, join us. But hit that subscribe button. Mike will be on tomorrow morning. And what time tomorrow, Mike?
Sorry, James. The Muscala is not a number 1.
It's jersey number. It's
his jersey number. Come on, man. We're not crazy. We'll be back 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. I know there were some people that were requesting a later start. We might fluctuate with the time a little bit.
Wait a second, I left. That's me. Yeah, you won. Congrats.
Oh wait, that's you. Hell yeah! Congratulations. That's great. You must have left for literally a second, right?
Okay, we do what we can. This 12-hour shift became a 10.5-hour shift.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Okay, we end on this. Sorry. Shit.
Go ahead.
Wait, he has a jersey?
Wow.
All right. Thank you again, everybody. We appreciate all the love in the chat while it's happening. If you haven't subscribed yet, do that. And we'll see you later on this week or tomorrow morning.
And last thing.
Finally, some Mike